What's going on, guys? I'm Zachary Gray, and today we're gonna be out here driving these roads for some snakes. There's a couple of gravel roads actually back here that are gonna be really good this time of day, and the weather looks really, really nice. Definitely a good day to find some snakes. What a snake? The heck, if that's a snake, it's micro. That's a snake. Goodness. I'm glad we're seeing this on the pavement because I don't think I would have been able to spot it on the gravel up there. Have a look at this. That is one of the smallest snakes I've ever seen, actually. This is a newborn decay snake, also known as a brown snake. Look at his little head. He's so cute. Brown snakes are a very small snake. Even when they're full grown, they're not even a foot long. Non-venomous species, very safe snake to see. And this is one of the very few snakes that can adapt very well to urban and city areas. In fact, this snake has actually been found in parts of New York, New Orleans, and in some of the very big cities just out and about because they can live in the smallest cracks in the sidewalks. Now, one of the reasons that they can live in areas like that is because they mostly feed on insects and little invertebrates. These guys are actually called brown slug eaters down here because most of their diet is slugs, worms, and snails. One of this size would probably be eating little tiny slugs, and these decay snakes are just being born. This is about as small of a snake as you can get out here. This is probably one of the smallest snakes that you could possibly find in the United States. So really cool to see this snake. We're gonna get it off the road and keep looking. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this little guy off the road because most people wouldn't see a snake this small. Watch how fast he vanishes in all this. He's so tiny. There he goes. Boop, boop, boop. Come on, get off the road. All right, that's awesome. Let's keep looking for more snakes. Next, we're hitting the gravel roads in hopes of finding some more snakes. While midday isn't usually the best time for snakes to be out, we've got good cloud coverage with some rain on the way, which is going to have snakes that are normally hiding moving around. Now, one of the biggest benefits of gravel compared to blacktop roads is during the midday, the hottest part of the day in the summertime, you're not really going to see any snakes in the blacktop. It's just too hot. Whereas the gravel roads, late morning to early evening time, you will see a lot more snakes on gravel than you will blacktop. The only downside is it's a lot harder to spot snakes. What's that? Is that a little grease? Big. It's gotta be a black. That's a ringneck. What the heck? He's huge. Look at this. That thing is massive. I couldn't tell what the heck that was. Thought somebody's pet got out for a second. That is a huge ringneck snake. Oh my goodness. Look at that bright orange belly. This is one of the most common snakes out here in these little swampy areas. Ringnecks are a very widespread species, and they're normally full grown, about half this size. They're a very small fossorial snake, and they eat slugs, little worms, insects, pretty much anything they can get a hold of. Very similar diet to the decay snake. Now, one thing that a lot of people don't actually know about ringneck snakes is these guys are actually slightly venomous. Now, they're not considered to be a venomous snake because their venom really has little effect on people. It's meant for worms and large slugs, things that they would sometimes have trouble overpowering. They need this slight toxin for. They're a rear fang snake, meaning they've got little fixed fangs at the back of their mouth, and whenever they bite into something and they have to chew, but when they chew, they get the venom into the prey, and that's how they're able to have their meal, because oftentimes worms are just as big as these guys, so they need that little bit of venom to overpower their prey. Really cool snake. I believe it was aiming this way, so this is the way that we're gonna get the snake off the road. Here we go. Kind of did it right. Kind of in this little shady section. You gotta watch out for moccasins letting the snakes go now. Here you go, buddy. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Get out of here. Get off the road. So guys, with everything that's been going on lately, the best way that you can support the channel is by purchasing merch. We've been doing a lot of work. We've been traveling, we've been filming a ton, and we really want to be able to continue doing that for you guys, as well as working towards our goal of eventually being able to open a wildlife rehabilitation facility here in Louisiana. So if you do really want to support that, link will be in the description to merch. We've got 3 designs. This is my favorite design by far. They're all dry fit shirts. They're all super comfortable, and we worked really hard to go with a really good company for these shirts because we wanted something that you guys would enjoy. So if you guys do want to get that, link will be in the description. My favorite one is actually the rattlesnake design. Unfortunately, there's no rattlesnakes out here where we're at today, but who knows, maybe we'll film some rattlesnakes sometime in the near future. But for now, yeah, link's down there. Let's keep looking for snakes. After driving around and seeing a few common species, we decided to start heading back. But on our way out, we stumbled upon the best snake of the day. Yo, that's a huge green snake. That is a huge green snake. Let's go. Have a look at this. Look at this little guy. You are gorgeous. Hello. This is one of the most incredible snakes they got out here. That is a rough green snake. Beautiful snake. With this little bit of wind and rain that we got just for a minute, I was thinking that these guys could be out on the road. That is a big one. Look at that. Big old tree snake. Now, rough green snakes are a completely arboreal species. The only times you're going to see them on the ground like this, when you get a little bit of wind and rain, they'll move out from the tree cover onto the road for a little bit, heat up, and maybe catch some insects on the road as well before heading up into the trees. Now, in the fall and winter time period, you'll also find these guys under logs because they will actually have to hibernate in areas that are going to be able to keep them warm enough, or brumate, I should say. Have a look at that belly. This one's got that light tan, orangish belly. Really beautiful. These guys are insect specialists. They hunt up in the trees. They'll hunt cicadas, wasps, bees, beetles, crickets, grasshoppers, anything that you could think of. These guys are out there hunting. Now, they will occasionally eat a green anole. However, most of their diet tends to be insects. Now, notice how, unlike other snakes, he's very whippy. And watch what he does right here. He can hold up the entire weight of his body with just his tail. And that is an arboreal snake's specialty. They can hold up the entire weight of their body on the very end of their tail. They're very good climbers. These guys climb in the trees like it's nobody's business. They'll be up in these trees. They're actually a very numerous snake, but they're very difficult to spot. Oftentimes they're not going to be out like this, and that's why it's really cool to see this snake. They are an uncommon species because of that. However, they are high in numbers. He's got a pointed head. I'd have to guess that this is a male. The males tend to have a longer tail. The reason that these guys are called rough green snakes and why the ones up north are called smooths is because the ones down here have keeled scales, which makes their scales very rough. The scales have a little ridge down the middle, which makes them feel very rough. Whereas the smooth green snake has perfectly smooth scales, which is why this is called a rough green snake and the ones up north are called smooth green snakes. Really special guy. Nothing in this snake would ever want to bite a person. I've never ever seen anybody get bit by one of these snakes. They're perfectly safe. And here in North America, we don't have any venomous vine snakes or any kind of venomous tree snakes. So when you see a bright green snake like this, you automatically know if it's in this vicinity, it's not going to be a venomous snake. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get the snake off the road. He was kind of just facing this way, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put him up in the trees over here as to get him off the road and back hunting. Here you go, buddy. Watch this. This is gonna be really cool. Watch him climb. Yes, that's awesome. There you go, bud. See ya. Well, guys, we really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider subscribing and liking for more. That's all for today, and we will see you guys next time.